Good morning, good morning, good morning, my folks out there. Thank you for tuning in this morning to MonaLisa Monroe's morning show. I'm so glad to see you guys. Happy New Year to all of you. Happy New Year. I am Well, let's take care of the business first, okay? Good morning. And if you are new to the show, welcome to the MonaLisa Monroe Morning Show. What we do here is I do the introduction, and I basically go over three red hot topics. Sometimes we stick to one or two because they are red hot. But most of the time, we go through all three red hot topics. I conclude, and then I'm out. So you can go about your merry day. Okay. So we did some changes. Instead of a conclusion per se, I do Ask Mona Lisa, which I opened up to you guys in case you want to just ask me some questions or, whatever. Um, but today is special, of course, because this is the first show of the year 2021, and I am done with 2020. So now we are starting fresh, starting new, and I'm excited. So, one more other thing I have to go over. So, everyone that won a prize in the holiday edition MonaLisa Monroe Morning Show in December, your gifts are on the way. And thank you so much. Oh, thank you. We love you too. Your gifts are on the way, Hante. They are on the way. Everyone that won, everyone that sent let me start over. Everyone that won a gift, I said to please inbox me your address. So everyone that inboxed me their address, their gifts are on the way. Good morning, Natasha. Good morning, Eric. Good morning, Angela. Good morning. Woo! Good morning. Good morning. Yes. My Texas people are in the house. How are you guys? Happy New Year. Happy New Year. Happy New Year. You're ready for the red hot? Look, let me just go over a few things. So, everyone that won a gift that sent me their address, the gifts are on the way. Good morning. Good morning. All right. So, I didn't get an address for the folks that won the book. Gladys, hey, good morning. Your gift is on the way. Ivan, whoever sent me an address. So let's just start off by saying, get your coffee and your tea, Hunty, because we have a lot to talk about this morning. And you already know what the first red hot topic is, people. What in the world happened at the White House yesterday? Ooh, y'all have to talk to me this morning. You have to talk to me this morning because I was shocked, to say the least. Oh my goodness. Good morning, Wanda. Good morning, Angie. What happened at the White House? What happened at the Capitol yesterday? I have no words. I mean, look at this, people. This looks like a movie. This looks like a movie. Look at this. look, wait, let me put my, I mean, seriously? Seriously. They left the, they let it happen. You think they let it happen? It was awful. It was horrible. It was terrible. All the above. But guys, oh my gosh. Okay. I don't know where to start because I'm just gonna jump in. Uh you guys are commenting so fast I can't even read your comments. So, okay, we're gonna start. Okay, all right. First of all, they started out, quote unquote, protesting. Okay. This is, I'm just going with what was said. It started out as a protest about what was going on, the final count of the electoral college to go ahead and let President Biden, President-elect Joe Biden, President O'Biden, okay, President Biden, Joe Biden, and Vice President Kamala Harris. These electoral votes was the final count to just confirm that they are who they are. No police control at all. Okay, I'm telling you. I'm telling. So anyway, this protest was this basically disagreement with this. They still think Trump won. Okay, but this is when it started getting crazy. When the protest turned into a riot. Okay, this is where I started to get a little. It just started to get real fishy to me. Okay. You are at the Capitol, okay? You're protesting, okay? There's no police anywhere with protection of the White House. Regardless on whether you're protesting, you're doing whatever, there's no police there protecting it. Until you guys decide, the rioters, the mob, the terrorists decide to bum rush the White House. Now, I'm going to calm down because I mean, I can't even read you guys' comments fast enough. Many of the Capitol Police officers were taken. Okay, so let's just talk about it. You can't really follow the regular news. You have to follow people's footage on the ground, on ground zero, the grassroots of it. When you follow people that were literally there, you see the police taking selfies. You see the police opening up the gates for the rioters. You see the police helping the Trump supporters, the rioters, the mob, helping them down the stairs. You see the police assisting the rioters. Help me. Inside job. Yes. Yes. I mean, this just seems so fishy to me. Look at this. Now, if you guys remember the Black Lives Matter protest, if you remember how the police was geared up, ready to spray, shoot, bomb, they were ready for our behinds. And we didn't do anything wrong. These people broke the windows of the White House, was in the offices of the White House. Nancy Pelosi's desk was vandalized. Who? And then they had the nerve. They had the nerve to interview a few of the Trump supporters, and they said, we weren't violent. We didn't do anything. Do you guys know someone was shot and killed? Thomas, good morning. 25th Amendment. This man was given 4 years, then lie after lie, time to prove he's not the man for the job. The man is determined. Oh my gosh. That you guys, for real, for real. It's time to arrest some people. Oh, and that's another thing. By the way, no one was arrested. Okay. No one was arrested at all. As of yet. Yeah, as of yet. Oh my goodness, you guys' comments are just flying. Oh my gosh, I can't even. People were killed during Capitol riots yesterday. People were killed, more than one person, because all I heard was one person was killed. If you guys know more than one person, this is crazy, guys. I mean, I am just at a standstill, and I can't even watch any more news coverage because 6 o'clock curfew. Really? Okay, let's talk about the 6 o'clock curfew. Look at this guy right here, y'all. Look at this guy. This, y'all, look. If we were doing the same thing, y'all know it would have been a massacre. It would have been some folks dead on the real. They were 4 people. It was 4 people killed? Oh my gosh. See, I just heard of one. 52 arrested, but none on camera. Gabrielle, good morning. Are you serious? 52 arrested, but they didn't want to show it on camera. Why wouldn't you want to show that on camera? Look at this. We couldn't even wear a mask without getting pepper sprayed. Do you guys remember they would tear the mask off of our face and pepper spray us? Do you guys remember that? I'm so sad I have to go back to work. Oh, okay, no problem. Thank you. Thank you for tuning in, Wanda. Gabrielle, good morning. Should have been 5,200 at least. I mean, it's just crazy. I can't even. I don't know. I just I'm. Ooh, this will go down in history, guys. But I'm curious. Okay, I'm just going to open the floor up to any Trump supporters. Do you guys think that this was right? Natalie Smith, good morning. 1 killed, 3 died. I believe heart attack. Whoa. Angie, good morning. The arrests were for curfew violations, not for the riots. For curfew violation, not for busting the windows of the White House, vandalizing the office space of the. You can't tell me that this is not. And I don't, you guys know I don't like to do the black and white thing. I try to stay away from it. But come on, really, if this would have been a black crowd of protesters, mob, whatever, riots, whatever you want to call it, it would have been people shot up. I'm telling you. Oh my gosh, there's no way we would have got away with that. Come on. I'm curious to hear what Trump supporters have to say about yesterday. And I want you guys to be honest with me. Do you think that that was right or something? Good morning, Jovanna. I think your name was Jovanna. I'm sorry. I know a black Trump supporter in Savannah. Y'all should interview. I'm open to anybody. I'm open to anybody that was a Trump supporter. I want you to help me understand and to help me talk about this topic this morning. You guys, welcome the one and welcome the one and only Mr. Gary Monroe, my hubby. So let me slide this over a little bit here. Oh my gosh. Gary,
get me some coffee here.
Oh my gosh. I'm just so I want to know if anyone's a Trump supporter. I want to know if you thought that was okay. Do you think that was okay? What do you think, Gary? What's your thoughts on it?
Well, I mean, I think for me, it's a matter of uh, light was shone on the true nature of America, in a sense. Um, we like to say that peace, peace, but in reality, there is no peace. There is no peace in respect and regard. And I think this has shown the divide in this country that has been magnified on a scale to the open world. You know, um, it was just interesting to see it all played out. And I made a post yesterday, and I said, my brothers and my sisters, stand back and stand still and see the salvation of the Lord, for this battle is not yours.
Wow.
And there comes a time in every man's migration, a time in every nation's generation where one must have to address the question of who they really are. And this is the time for America to uh, face who she really is.
Right.
And so what happened yesterday was just what many have always known. Is what many have always known. And it was just a matter of time for it to surface. It was just a matter of time for it to surface, to come out. It's unfortunate in that sense, but truth, uh, light reveals darkness. Light reveals darkness, and so it was chaotic to just witness yesterday, as well as to just look at today. To now look back and look at the reports that are coming in today, yeah, it's just amazing.
I'm just, like I said before, I am just at a point to where I'm just shocked. Capitol Hill was under siege. I mean, it was under siege. Capitol Hill was under siege. I just can't believe it. I'm just so shocked to the point to where it looks like to me that the police were in on it. Because if you guys followed some of the video, the police were standing there with sticks. I was like, where's your gun? Where's your pepper spray? Where's your billy club? Where's the things that you used on the Black Lives Matter protests?
Well, I think there are two stories that are coming from what happened yesterday. Of course, there is the political narrative regarding Trump and his followers believing that the election was stolen. But I think for the larger scale, particularly from the Black community, we are in awe and we are shocked. We're not surprised, but shocked to just see it played out so openly.
Right.
The disparity between how law enforcement reacts and responds.
Yes.
And it responds to our peaceful protest.
Oh my gosh.
And opposed to what they consider
Peaceful.
patriotic
Oh
protest.
Lord, don't use
Yeah.
that word. Oh my gosh. And I saw a post yesterday with Colin Kaepernick. They said, and Colin Kaepernick was just kneeling.
And to this day, he's never said a word.
Never said a word.
To this day, he's never said a word. He's
Oh
never
my
marched.
gosh.
He's never thrown
Cussed
a
anybody
Molotov
out.
cocktail. He's never done anything of
Nothing.
sort. But yet he's marked and condemned as unpatriotic, un-American,
Un-American.
and you know. And I've heard one person alluding to the fact that it's because of him that we have a divide, a racial divide. But if that was patriotism displayed, but you know, in a sense, that was to their base, that was their patriotism. When you go back and look at Americans' history, and I recall a video of
Good
Trump
morning, Angie.
stating that saying as far as nothing, alluding to the fact that nothing is just given. You know, essentially, you have to take what you want. You have to stand up for what you want. And so, the reality of it is that was American patriotism on full display yesterday.
You guys know, I'm just going to put this out here. The American double standard. Yes, white violent protesters safe to destroy. Look at here. Good morning, everybody. I mean, you guys' comments are just flying by. I promise I'm gonna read what I can. I promise. The mayor of DC is an African American woman, okay? And she's being critiqued right now because they're saying that why didn't she call the police earlier? Why didn't she set things up earlier? You guys, I'm gonna tell you, I'm gonna be real. I wonder, this is not her, this is not anybody, but I wonder if she just was like, I just really need to show them something,
or allow something
to just play out. And because she had the button, she had the trigger to call in whoever she needed to call in, and it didn't happen until after the break-in, the burglary. Because you guys, I mean, let's break this down. They broke in, they busted windows, and then they took, look at here, look. They broke in, busted windows, climbed walls, and took merchandise or things off people's desks. They took Nancy Pelosi's things off personal items off her desk.
It brings the question when you see blacks in the streets, when we are protesting against violence against us, not just a system that we believe about rights of the constitutional rights. We are protesting against direct violence against us. So actually, the protest can't really be compared because we are fighting against systemic police brutality, racism, and things of such that directly affects us and physically harms us. And this was just a protest of one's ideology regarding the Constitution. But we're always saying, why would you, after a negative verdict or something come, there's looting in the streets, and the question is always, why do you all burn the very community that you lie in? I mean, that you stay in. And interestingly, how do you compare that to vandalizing of all structures, of all buildings?
Capitol Hill.
You're going to vandalize Capitol Hill. You're going to vandalize the White House. I mean, that's hooliganism at an all-time high when you're seeing individuals literally with some type of armament bursting windows, climbing through the windows. That's a disgrace to see someone hanging
Hanging.
from the chambers and then
Hanging.
sitting in the chamber seat.
And
You
and
know,
and look.
Capitol building. Yes.
Uh okay, Rosa, good morning. She did. It was reported that she requested the National Guard 3 days before. For whatever reason, it didn't happen. 3 days before. She requested National Guard 3 days before. Look, she didn't have support. She didn't have support. This was an inside job. I read one of the comments and someone stated it seemed like an inside job. Guess what? It seemed like an inside job. It seemed like a movie. It was like a movie was just we pushed play. I'm so serious right now. And just to think that they talk about us and how we protest when someone is killed now, we're not talking about disagreeing with the Electoral College. We're not talking about breaking into Capitol Hill. We're talking about someone's life being taken, and we are quietly protesting, and you decide to tell us to quit destroying buildings and businesses. They destroyed Capitol Hill. What do you have to say about that? What do you have to say? Okay, Natalie Smith, good morning. The mayor requested a National Guard before it started, and her request was denied. Shut the door. Wow, have no jurisdiction on federal property. It is our responsibility to refuse their narrative. It is our platforms like this that must share the true story. Thank you so much, Natalie. I mean, I'm trying to be as open-minded as I can, and I would love for a Trump supporter to jump in here. I'm telling you, just to help me understand. And I don't want to say Republican because guess what? The Republican Party is different than a Trump supporter. I'm sorry. There's two different people we're talking about. I'm sorry because I know Republicans that don't like Trump.
Well, and that's true too, and that's an individual preference, as you're saying, as far as someone that the Republicans. But what we got to realize that there are people who you are standing with and communicating with at the water cooler on your job. Those people who were out there yesterday, those were coworkers, those were colleagues, those were people that live right next door to you. These are not people that are living in the boonies or in the mountains and that are living in hiding that just came out of the woodworks. These are people that you associate with and affiliate with on a daily basis who believe in their constitutional rights to that degree, you know. But I want to also say that going in that this definitely shapes the incoming President Biden and his cabinet's platform of what they have to do, what they need to focus on. And while we all are cognizant of the importance of international economics and business and warfare, going into going into this election cycle, as well as him taking presidency, we got a lot of domestic issues that we have to resolve here first.
And that's another thing. You talk about what's happening in third world countries. You talk about what's happening overseas. This is happening right here, okay? And I just can't help but to wonder what the terrorists are thinking. How easy it was for them to not just be on the porch of Capitol Hill, but break in.
Yeah.
And I read a post the other day that said, how do we expect President Biden and Kamala Harris and Vice President Kamala Harris to be protected if it was so easy for them to infiltrate a building like that that's supposed to be under the top CIA, FBI protection? This is scary to me. Gladys,
And
they
that's
were
what
business owners. Yeah, they were business owners. They were probably doctors and lawyers those rioters, those mobsters.
And you know, to what you just said, as far as it's one thing for them to protest.
Right.
That's one thing to protest.
Right.
Right.
Exactly.
No one is against anyone protesting.
Right.
For whatever you want to protest about. But as I was sitting there watching it unfold yesterday, to your very point, I was amazed in how easy it was.
How easy
for them to just, as you stated, penetrate and infiltrate so far into
I'm talking
the
about
chambers,
offices.
Office space, as well as in corridors. I mean, you look at some videos this morning, they were showing that they were on second floor, lower floor, basement, that they had fully infiltrated Capitol Hill and penetrated all the way into. I mean, one guy on the outside was literally showing he had taken
the
piece of literature off of one of the
Nancy Pelosi's desk.
Nancy Pelosi had taken literature off of her desk as if it was a souvenir.
Man, look, Gabrielle, any and everything that are attempting to compare to BLM is irrelevant. Thank you. All the damages combined from your previous protests do not equal to the degree of damage. And of course, come on, Gabrielle, just preach the truth right now, because I don't care what business was burnt down. I don't care what Target, what post office, I don't care what was damaged. Nothing can compare to what you guys did to the Capitol. I don't care. Good morning, Tanisha. Yes, what about the safety of Biden and Harris, and are there new senators, and our new senators Warnock and Ossoff? I'm concerned about their safety, how easy it was. I just can't help but know in my mind, in my heart of hearts, that something from the inside set that up. It was too easy.
Well, Rosa, security was retreating.
Okay, let's talk about the security guards real quick. Like, the security guards were running from the protesters.
No, those were police officers.
Okay, I'm sorry. Security guard, there are levels. Security guard, police officer, FBI, CIA. Okay, here we go. The police officers were retreating. They had guns, they had pepper spray, they had billy clubs, everything that they used on the BLM protesters, they had on them, okay? But they were running. Now, this is what get me. The picture of the CIA, FBI, I don't know who it was, but the picture of them hiding behind a door with guns drawn, and the news had the nerve to say they were waiting on them to break in. What? When you guys can't wait on us to pull our license out of our pockets?
You're waiting on them.
And you're waiting on them to break in.
Absolutely.
Wait a minute.
Where's the restraint when it comes to, where's the restraint and the de-escalating approach when it comes to just
we're sleeping
a simple traffic violation? Where is the restraint there?
Okay, here we go. Okay, we're in our room, sleep. You come break in and shoot. Okay, we are going beside our car with 3 children in the back. You shoot. We are jogging. You shoot. We're eating ice cream. You shoot. We have mental. Look at this picture. They're waiting on them to break in.
They're already in.
They're oh my goodness.
That's like it's almost like,
look at this. They got furniture against the door.
It's almost like someone has broken into your home, and then you retreat to the bedroom, and they're knocking on the bedroom door, and you are thinking they're already in the home. But you know, to
Good
someone's
morning, Gary.
comment,
Good morning, Lisa.
yeah, to someone's comment about the Warnock Ossoff race and what took place here in Georgia. Um, I like to think someone say
Craig and Day Day was the security guards.
The security guards. But we cannot also it's a hot topic. It's worth discussing and talking about. But at the same token, we cannot allow this to distract what took place here in Georgia. We cannot allow this to distract what took place with Reverend Warnock, with John Ossoff, and the victory that took place. And certainly, me being a Garden Cityan and what took place here in Garden City to catapult that election. We always say that when something happens on this magnitude, what is the underlying overwhelming thing that they are trying to hide or push through while everyone is focused on this particular
now
situation?
Yeah, now okay. So when all of this was going down,
exactly.
Good morning, Curtis. I'm just glad it wasn't us this time. I ate popcorn and drank Kool-Aid, watching
this mess,
watching this
play
mess
out. Absolutely. And to that, Big Kurt, I said, I posted. I said, listen, that to all of our brothers and sisters, it can't be. It's plain and simple. Stand back, stand still, and just see the salvation of the Lord, because this battle is not yours. And at every interval of America's change in America, you saw that America turned on its own head.
Right.
You see?
Right. And so I'm going to say this, and then we're going to move on, because we do have some good news. Whatever was going on behind the scenes when this was all taking place, we're going to find that out. We're going to find that out maybe a year later, 2 years later, something like that. But something was going on when all this was taking place, because America's eyes was on that and not other things. Okay.
Because it was amazing, dog. Did you see, pardon me, but it was amazing how to me, it was interesting how all of this rioting took place, and then all of a sudden there's a calm. And they have reconvened
back to business,
back into the chambers, and as if nothing happened. There was no fear. There was no intimidation. You saw those senators and congressmen and women back on the floor with no fear.
No fear.
No fear of being there.
And because they were okay. All right. So next segment, Red Hot topic number 2. We're gonna talk about the winners of the Senate. Reverend Raphael Warnock and John Ossoff, congratulations. You guys are going to turn the table in the Senate. I am Georgia. You did it again. Georgia, you are a bad girl. You are good to go with me, Georgia. People came out that maybe didn't even vote in November, but they came out to vote for John Ossoff and Reverend Raphael Warnock. I don't know the final numbers, but there will not be a recount, thank goodness. Good morning, Vivian. Good morning, everybody that tuned in. We are excited here in Georgia, and I'm sure they are excited at the White House, the Capitol Hill, wherever they are, knowing that the Democratic nominator, the Democratic folks are
right
in there now. I'm so glad.
Georgia knocked their ass off.
Georgia knocked their ass off. Okay. So congratulations. And I'm glad everyone went out to vote. Georgia, you did it again.
But looking at what transpired yesterday on a larger scale, and it's interesting because you've heard even early in the year, friends of mine, like you said, who are Republicans,
Good
you
morning,
hear
Sonia.
you hear people saying, "Hey, man, we need to come back together. Hey, man, where's the peace? Where's the camaraderie? Where's the unity?" So you had a lot of people, rightfully so, that are saying, "Listen, we got to bring this country back together." In that
Yes,
sense,
yes.
and I say that to say in regard to both Senate Senator Warnock and Ossoff's victory, how important their victory is
It's
because of what we
huge.
saw yesterday.
Yes.
Now we can begin to
Mm-hmm.
say, quote unquote, heal. Now we can begin to, quote unquote, unify. That
Right.
becomes, I think, Joe Biden's platform to
Mm.
bring the country back together,
Right.
irrespective of party,
Right.
irrespective of ideology,
Mm-hmm.
bring the country back together again. That becomes his platform. I think, as you saw in his press conference yesterday, the last thing he stated was, "Enough is enough is enough."
Right.
And that, I believe, that's going to become his greater platform.
Mm-hmm.
And
Enough is
to
enough.
that, to have Warnock
Good
and
morning,
both
Derek.
Ossoff win their Senate race, it now presents the opportunity for Biden and his cabinet to implement policies, procedures, and things in place
Mm-hmm.
without hindrance, that they can then begin to
Right.
say, men, the divide that the former uh, president and his cabinet have caused here in the country.
And I read some comments that it's some folks that wasn't all the way with Biden. They just chose the lesser evil, and they were basically saying we need to hold him accountable for the promises and the talk that he was talking during the campaign. Thank you, Rosa. So I'm agreeing with that person because we still have to hold him accountable for the things that he promised and the things that he said he was going to do. All because everything's good now, everybody's in place. And then another thing I read was he didn't hire anyone of color in the positions that really make a difference, that really make decisions for the country. He chose Caucasian males to do those positions. And, I read a quote the other day that was like, pay African American women what they're worth and don't treat us like a piece of diversity clout.
Mm.
Like, don't just put us in the White House just to say that you have a African American person in the White House. You need to place people that are capable and that are going to make a difference, that are decision makers in decision making positions. We're not here just to decorate like a Christmas tree. We're here to make some major decisions. And you guys have failed. You guys have failed the African American and the people of color. You have failed our communities for years. Now it's time to put someone of color in those positions because they know what is needed for those communities. So don't just put us in place just to have us as decoration. We want to make some changes. We want to make some decisions, and I have to give it to the WNBA, baby. Let me tell you something. They were not. They weren't playing. They did not want Kelly in that position, and they made it very clear. And that's what I mean by standing on your platform, NBA, NFL, standing on your platform and staying there. Because guess what? She's not going to fire you. She's not going to fire you. Seriously. All she can do is resign, step down, or something like that because you're her moneymaker. And that's the part that just really gets me about a lot of the NBA and the NFL players. You guys are sitting on mega dollars that is actually coming from people who pay you. I get it. But guess what? They can't get paid if you don't play. They can't they can't get paid if you don't play. So if you decide one day to say, I'm not playing. Now remember, you got to have a group with you. You got to have a group of people, because if it's just you, they'll say, okay, we'll move it right along. But it has to be not just a group, but a important group, a major group on that team, like the captain or a LeBron's, or LeBron's is talking about picking up that team. I hope he does. But it's time, you guys. It's time. If we are in a position of influence, there's no need to talk anymore. All you have to do is stand in your position. Play your position. Look, I'm the president, I'm the CEO, I'm whatever, and this is what it is. And hire who you want. Oh my goodness. The black agenda. We need a black agenda. What is it? Okay? What is the black agenda?
Also on a local level, we want, again, we can't allow, I won't say can't allow, but we also need to be mindful of some of the victories and things we can celebrate here on a local level. We know that this week there was the inauguration and swearing in of the local candidates. We know Selena Cook was sworn in as the new DA, and her cabinet, as well as we had our brother Adot Whitley. He was sworn in.
Blackman.
Tanya Milton was sworn in. County Commissioner Chester Ellis sworn in as the County Commissioner Chair. And my birthday being on January 2nd, I had to go get my license, my tag renewed. And let me tell you something, it was so awesome when I went over there. I actually went over Monday, and it was closed. And it was closed because they were swearing in the new tax commissioner, who is Sonia Jackson.
Hey!
And so when I saw her name on the letter door, that it was closed, and then when I went back the next day to get my registration, and all of my documentations had on it Sonia Jackson. Personally, that was a powerful moment for me, just to see that, see her name on that documentation as tax commission. So we have a lot. I don't know, can't remember everybody.
Congratulations, everybody that was sworn in.
Yes, this week right here on a local level, county, Brother Adams sworn in as the 8th district. Like I said, there were several people sworn in yesterday and this week. So we congratulate them. We celebrate them.
Yes, congrats, congrats, congrats.
I was talking to my brother Jay Jones, and was like,
woo!
We have an opportunity here in Chatham County, Savannah, Garden City, to do something on a scale unprecedented. Previous those who were elected to governmental positions.
You have an opportunity now
to do something
to
great,
make some stuff happen.
to
Thomas,
make some things happen. Yeah.
Give this new administration a chance. Change is here. They will take office January the 20th. Yay,
And let me say
yay,
this.
and yay again.
This may be controversial, but listen, I'll say the ban Johnson with regard to being the mayor of Savannah. You're the mayor. It's your responsibility to take the lead and the charge to bring unity and togetherness on your council in that respect of regard. Yes, I champion the new voices and the strength of those voices who were elected to bring about change. To bring about change. That's why people run. I was asked one time, why are you running for office? Because you want to make a difference.
Good morning,
you
Tony.
You want to bring about a change. And so make it a personal challenge of yourself as mayor of Savannah to say, listen, put differences aside, and I'm going to bring my council together. and we're going to work together for the greater good of the people. Not a personal agenda, not the
Yeah.
agenda of this, that, the other, but give everybody an opportunity on your council to have a voice
Yeah.
and to represent their constituents.
Thomas, don't start critiquing now. Oh, don't start critiquing new administration yet. Have you volunteered for a cabinet position? Give them a chance.
Yes.
Yes. And that's another thing. People volunteer. Get your your butt in the seats. If you want to see change, we have to all move forward to make that happen. It's not going to happen with just one of us. It's not going to happen with just two of us. We all have to do that. Okay. All right, Thomas. Yes. Okay. So for
That's
the last
Councilman Thomas Bobby of Port Wentworth.
Oh,
We got to
Councilman.
give a shout out to our two
Oh my
council
gosh.
members
Yes. And
in Garden
Ricky,
City,
Councilman Ricky Lassiter and Councilwoman
Councilwoman
Natalie
Morris.
Morris. You guys did the thing when they did the rally here on Sunday. You guys, you are the reason for the season. Just put your hat on as well to know that you helped in this process of getting Reverend Warnock and John Ossoff in office. You guys helped do that. So for the last couple of minutes, I want to ask MonaLisa and Gary if you guys have any questions for the last couple of minutes. We tackled a couple of topics today that was red hot. You guys knew I was going to talk about what happened at Capitol Hill. I kept saying White House, forgive me. Capitol Hill, Capitol Hill. You guys know we talked about what happened at Capitol Hill for most of the morning. And also congratulating the new senators of the House, which is Reverend Raphael Warnock and John Ossoff. Congratulations. And to know that Garden City held a rally to help you in your seats. We rallied the folks for you guys. And just to know that happened here in Garden City is amazing. We want to give shout outs to everybody who was sworn in. We don't want to leave anyone out. Post everyone that was sworn in. Post everyone that got an electoral seat. Post it on my page. Click like and share this video. Yeah, it's been amazing. This year has already started in a bang. 2021 has just begun. What's my saying? What is it? I can't even remember. But anyway.
She's getting old on me.
Don't even try it. Let's get it done in 21. That's what it is. Let's get it done in 2021. That's what it is. Let's get it done. So let's handle some business, folks. Let's get some businesses opened up. Let's do it. If you feel like you can make change, apply for some positions. Downtown.
Just get involved. Yeah,
just get involved. Volunteer. Let's get it done in 21. Yeah. There we go.
You have to make a T-shirt out of that.
Yeah, let's make a T-shirt. Let's get it done.
No, getting it done.
Getting it done in 2021. Getting it done in 2021. There you go. Getting it done in 2021. Whoop, 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 whoop. Oh my gosh. Thank you guys, everyone that tuned in.
No questions.
Well, we have to, wait till that, happens. So thanks everyone for tuning in this morning. I apologize for not reading every comment. You guys woke up this morning ready to talk to me. And I thank you. I'm going to try to scroll through here. And oh my gosh. Woo! Thank you everybody that tuned in. I love you back. I love you. Angie, Natasha, Eric,
Let me
Mr.
give
Glover.
A shout out to this. You see me wearing this T-shirt
Good
here.
Morning.
Let me see. Jay Chantel Music. Met this young lady several years ago. This young lady is an awesome musician, trumpeter, saxophonist, whatever instrument there is to play, percussionist. This young lady is bad. She was from, I believe, Huntsville, Alabama, but She was part of the working with Kevin Blackman, who was the band director at Groves. And she did a lot of performances for me. And I found her T-shirt this morning, and I said, I'm going to put it on because she was a great help for me in my campaigning. But Jay Chantel Music, bad young lady.
All right, shout out, shout
and
out.
Madam MonaLisa Monroe,
Okay,
morning show.
okay, and everyone.
I'm just a string along.
Okay, everyone that received the gear. Good morning, good morning. Everyone that received the merchandise, the gear, the merchandise, everything. Please take a picture, take a photo, and post it, and tag me. Tag me so I can tag the picture on the show and on the new website. Yay! That's some new information for you guys. MonaLisa Monroe Morning Show has a website, and we will be up and running really soon. It'll be, I will let you guys know. I promise. I promise. I was actually going to talk about a new weight loss drink and all that good stuff, but hey, look what happened at Capitol Hill. I had to talk about that. So the next show, I promise I will get around to talking about the new weight loss diet. Oh my gosh. Everyone, man, I'm going to have to, everybody that had comments, I promise I will go back and talk to you on the comments. This is the first time I've never read most of the comments. Sorry.
And when you get your MonaLisa
Send
morning
selfies.
show merchandise,
Yes.
make sure you take pictures and
all things
send
relevant.
selfies.
Selfies, please do. All things relevant media on Facebook. Click, like, and share the MonaLisa Monroe Morning Show. Please, please, please. I want to see everyone in the gear. So please do a selfie. Like my sister. My sister did a selfie. She was like, boop, boop. And so it's on my page, but I will also put it on the website for you guys. And I'll be selling the merchandise on the website. Click, like, and share this show, please. Click, like, and share the show this morning. Thank you again, everyone that tuned in. You were on fire, just like the Red Hot Topics this morning. And I mean, thank you. I just love the fact of you guys telling me that, first of all, you listen. Second of all, that you love us. Thank you so much. Good morning to you, everyone that tuned in. Click, like, and share the show. All things relevant media on Facebook. Thanks again. Bye. Gary, say bye.
Bye-bye. Love, peace, and soul satisfaction.